y'all, this is Britt JH22 from HookahPro.com, hitting you up with another shisha review. Today we are smoking, or I am smoking, Hookah Guava. Got this as part of the big contest that's going on over at HookahPro.com right now. They're sending out a whole bunch of samples and a lot of tobacco actually, and then the fifth box has a Vortex bowl. Speaking of Vortex, that's what I'm smoking out of. I got a Vortex bowl with some A-Fire coals on a 32-inch KM Carnival with a Nammer hose with some water with ice and base. Now, as far as the tobacco goes, I actually don't really have much left. I don't know if you can see the cut, but Hookah is an extremely fine cut, and it's very wet. There's quite a lot of juice in there, so make sure you mix it up before you pack it. The smell, it's got sort of tropical fruit sweetness, but it's also got some very floral tones. Not really strong floral like a rose, just very sort of flowery. No particular flower stands out. The smoke, big fluffy clouds from Hookah as usual. They're not quite as dense. It doesn't really feel as dense as some other tobaccos. It feels sort of light. Doesn't really feel like you're breathing anything more than air. Being Hookah, there's not really any buzz to speak of. It's a very washed tobacco. And the flavor on this is fairly light, but it's a good flavor. It's sweet. It's actually really sweet. Not like overpoweringly sweet, but it's a pretty sweet smoke. And again, it's fairly similar to how it smells. It's got the floral tones and just a little bit of fruitiness. As far as accuracy regarding Guava, I'm not really sure. I haven't had Guava in quite a long time, but it's an enjoyable smoke. Hookah isn't sort of my style of tobacco. I like Napa a little bit better. I guess Alfacar's a little bit in between. A little bit more tobacco and outright flavor. This doesn't really have much tobacco taste, but it's decent. I'd probably give this a I'd say a 6.5. I'm not really too big on this flavor. It's not bad, but it's pretty light. It's not something I would keep around, that I would be reaching for pretty often. But it's decent. So yeah, I'd say a 6.5 or a 7. The only thing I have noticed with Hookah is the flavor doesn't last quite as long as some other tobaccos. Usually about, I'd say 35 or 40 minutes into a session, the flavor will really taper off. The clouds will stay okay, but the flavor sort of tends to disappear a little bit. Whereas other brands you can get an hour plus. So I'd say, yeah, 6.5 or 7, but your opinion may vary. So this has been a shisha review from HookahPro.com, your destination for everything hookah, including deals, tips, contests like this, giveaways, things like that. And it's just a really good community. So check out HookahPro.com. And thank you, Sahara Smoke, for putting on this nice little competition for us over the summer.